Hello and welcome everybody to Flicker Effect Film Reviews. I'm David Lott. Joining me is Michelle Curry. How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. I've been better. Because I saw Baywatch.
You just jumped right into that.
I just jumped right into it.
All
yeah,
right.
We're going to be reviewing Baywatch today. And first, just a quick note. As always, this won't feature any spoilers. So don't worry about hearing any spoilers if you haven't seen the movie yet. We won't be spoiling anything.
Nope.
And yeah, I kind of jumped right into it. I'll just start things off. I was not a fan.
I'm very shocked by this. I'm shocked and amazed that you didn't like Baywatch.
What do you mean though? I'm curious.
No, like it's not really your, like, stupid comedies aren't really your kind of thing. Like, you're very particular about them. Like, you want a certain, I feel like when you see stupid comedies kind of like this, like, and I agree, and I'm saying this, but I feel like you like having it so that there's a good consistency to the comedy throughout the entire film. You don't want it to die out too early.
But with anybody?
No, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like you're very particular about your stupid comedies.
I guess
like,
so.
For the most part, you don't like them. Overall,
I don't like stupid comedies,
say.
but I don't know. I like comedies.
I mean, there are some you do like.
And this isn't funny. Like, okay, so I didn't hate it. I mean, the first 10, 15, maybe even 20 minutes, I was like, you know what? This is actually pretty good. Because I went into it knowing basically what the critical response has been. I don't know what it is right now, but the last I checked, I think it was like 17% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh my God.
It was pretty bad. So I went into this knowing that, thinking this isn't going to be very good. But it's Baywatch. It looks like it's going to be fun. So screw it. Let's check it out. I think it still might be decent. And yeah, the first 15 minutes, I was like, you know what? I think everyone had it wrong. This is actually pretty good. I'm enjoying this. And then I saw why everyone hated it so much. Like, it just went totally downhill. Now, I should also say, full disclosure, I've never watched Baywatch in my life. I don't think that matters.
No.
I don't. This movie's either going to be good or not. I don't think you need to see Baywatch to enjoy this. And if you do, that's a huge mistake. I don't think you should make a movie that's purely just for fans of a TV show that I don't think is regarded very well by just about anybody.
No.
So no, it just went downhill. It goes down the road of being more of like a kind of an action movie. And there's no doubt that once it gets to that, it's not like they eliminated humor. There's still humor in the movie, or at least attempts. Right. Throughout the rest of the film, there's all these kind of jokes, and they just don't land. And I can't say I'm the only one that felt this way, because we were in the theater. We saw this together. We were in the theater that was pretty full, especially for a Thursday night. I was pretty impressed. Yeah. And there was a lot of silence. Like, a lot of jokes were being dropped, and almost no one was reacting to a lot of them.
Yeah.
So I know I wasn't the only one that felt this way. It had such promise at the beginning of the movie. I really thought it did. And then, yeah, it just went downhill and was just not funny for me anymore. It's unfortunate, because it could have been actually pretty decent. That's my thoughts, basically.
You know, and I can't argue with you on any of your thoughts on Baywatch. It's not a good movie. I mean, it's a stupid comedy. That's what it's set out to be. I have seen Baywatch. I've seen enough episodes of Baywatch in my life to be like, yep, I know kind of how an episode of Baywatch is to play out. But yeah, the film starts out, and I mean, it's definitely just the opening sequence is this awesome homage to the show's opening. Good. Like, it's like, this is going to be good. I've got hope now. And then, yeah, I feel like, and I'm going to be optimistic, and I will say I felt like the first third of the film, I was having a good time. Like, I was enjoying the way the story was unfolding. I was enjoying the jokes, and I don't know, I was just kind of having fun with it. And then, yeah, the jokes just really stopped landing. And while you say that you felt that it turned into an action film, the thing is in Baywatch shows, there's actually a lot of action in them. There's a lot of, there's a boat on fire. There's, random things that happen, and yeah, it kind of does turn into an there's a lot of action sequences within the show, and I will say, I can't argue, but the film follows the formula that a Baywatch show goes through. Like, I was watching the framework of it, I'm like, yeah, this kind of feels like just a really long episode of Baywatch. Like, it just was unfolding and unraveling, and the way the story was progressing was really like an episode of Baywatch. And I mean, it's a totally predictable film, but at the same time, like, it's not. I can't say that like I loved it or liked it, but it wasn't bad. Like, in my opinion, of a stupid comedy, like, it did what it was supposed to do, and it was pretty true to Baywatch. Like,
yeah, but I mean, we're using the word stupid comedy to describe a certain genre of films, and I've seen plenty of, I guess we'll call stupid comedies that are funny, that are good,
right?
And I mean. And I get it. A lot of times, comedies can be difficult, I find, to review because they're even more subjective, I think, than most other movies. You know, just because I didn't find something funny, I mean, who am I to tell somebody else if they enjoyed it that, no, you're wrong, it wasn't funny. I mean, hey, if you thought it was funny, okay, I guess more power to you. But
right.
In my opinion, there's plenty of stupid comedies that are good comedies. This was not one of them. Like, I mean, I feel like, yeah, you could say it set out to be a stupid comedy, and that kind of makes it okay, but I don't think that's really what it did.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of turns into almost like a buddy cop film in a weird way.
Kind of.
And so, and I will say that was I was surprised it kind of went that way sometimes, but I kind of enjoyed it. I mean, it was, like I said, the beginning of it was fun, and as far as, like I said, like the framework for a Baywatch story, it follows it pretty well. But I will say, like, I enjoyed watching Dwayne Johnson. I thought he was pretty fun. Mm-hmm. Like, I really had a good time with that. And really, I'll say, like, all the actors and actresses that were in the film, I enjoyed them. I thought they did a good job for the film that they were doing. Like, it was, yeah, I actually enjoyed it.
Well, I'm happy for you.
Surprising.
I absolutely did not. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. I don't know. I thought it was a huge letdown. I thought it really could have been funny. It had such promise at the beginning, and I didn't find it entertaining. Again, I'm saying this as someone who never watched Baywatch, so maybe if I'd seen it, I'd find some other type of appreciation for it. But again, I don't think that should be necessary. So
no, it's totally not necessary.
It missed the mark. I mean, I'm not saying it's terrible. I mean, there's definitely things about it I liked. Like you said, I mean, most of the actors and characters in this I enjoyed. There, for instance, is like a relationship between one guy who's trying out for the lifeguard squad and one woman who's already a lifeguard, and actually liked what they did with that and where they went with that. I thought that was kind of cool. There was definitely aspects of the movie I liked, but it didn't handle well like what it felt like. It was trying to be one kind of movie at the beginning, and then it felt like it did a complete shift of like, oh no, now we're going to be this kind of movie. We're still going to try to be funny, but now we're going to be a completely different type of film. And no, I did not.
Now, I will give warning, even though I'm saying it is pretty true to Baywatch, as far as language goes, Baywatch was a very family-friendly show. Like, there was definitely no bad language in any way, shape, or form on that show. And this film is fraught with it. So please don't ever...
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, like... And, I mean, it's fine for me. I'm hoping people that are Baywatch fans aren't taking, like, their really young kids and thinking, this is going to be kind of like a Baywatch... I say it's true to the framework of how the story plays out, but it's not actually, like... true to a Baywatch show in that way. So yeah, no, a lot of foul language, heads up.
Yeah, a lot. Honestly, I didn't even know going into it. I mean, I haven't even looked since. I had to be rated R, obviously. But I hadn't really even thought about it before I saw the movie, and I guess part of me assumed it wouldn't be, just because
it's an R.
Yeah, I think I just kind of expected to be more of a PG-13, and oh no, it's definitely R.
It's an R.
And that's fine. You know, I think most of the audiences that would be going to it are older audiences.
I think for the most part, too. But just in case people are like, oh, it's Baywatch, it's fine. No.
But yeah, that's our thoughts on Baywatch. Unless you have anything else. Yeah, it's in theaters right now. I wasn't a fan. It sounds like you were a little more into it than me.
I enjoyed it. I would definitely say, later on down the pipeline when it's, on Netflix or on HBO, which I doubt it'll be there, but if it's available, watch it some night, on Tuesday night when you're at home, you're like, I just need something mindless. It'll be funny for a while.
Right.
You know?
But yeah, with that, thanks for watching.